in the shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't right it. We break you down like a pound. I got it.
Coach, thank you much. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Los Angeles Rams. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
The outlaw. Go.
They'll run on first down. James. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Jones operating from the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They work again from the 38 on second and 10.
Yeah. Rock it. Ready?
James. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Watch the twist.
From the gun on third down. Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock is...
There he goes, right side. And the Rams with a score. Touchdown.
fast back there to receive punts. That's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they miss-hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On the ground, it's James. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the gun, Jones. James has got it, complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. Call it a pickup of 7, and that's going to make it 4th down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. Taken from just outside the 30. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A huge play that time for the Rams. 51 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. From 8 yards out, and the Rams tack on to their advantage. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
On second down, it's James, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
Jet bombers. Two jet bombers. 5.
58 to Mike.
Yep. Hey, orbit. 58.
Now Jones from the gun on third down. It's a shuffle pass, and it's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2, as they'll start with a 1st and 10 at their own 20. On first down, it's James, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
It's second and 8 at the 22-yard line.
Topper!
I don't think you got it, son.
Hey, 58 is the mic. Go 58 is the mic. Pick me up. Here we go.
Switch.
Hey, exit. Now.
From the 22, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Cardinals on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 17. Now Jones, got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll get this to the 23, but that'll be well short of what he needed. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is fielded at the 27th. That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's going to let this one go deep. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the rout is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Jones now to throw on 3rd down. Quick slant, caught by Moore. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. That pick six extending this lead even further. And boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the 3rd quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's going to go out of bounds on the return. He won't even get this thing back to the 10-yard line.
Here we go, set. 60 outlaw. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll run on 1st down. James. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. A huge play there for Arizona. 44 yards.
Yes, yes.
On 1st down, it's James. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Check 45.
From the 36, Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 33. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Look at me. Go on.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Hey, Zoo. Check Mike 45. Check Mike 45.
Hey, let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 45, 45, 45, Mike. 45.
Throwing Jones. And it's knocked away and incomplete. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he's got his target. That's more. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Let's go. Check 3, check 3, check.
Jones on first down. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Slam, slam, slam.
A final shot before break. Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 12. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And the Cardinals' hands team able to secure the football. A gutsy call there. You exit the locker room with a lead. Tried the onside kick. It didn't work.
And you just wonder what the gain was there. They were already in the lead. They were in control of the game. They may have given momentum now to their opponent and maybe kick-started things going in the opposite direction.
Let's go. Let's go.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
Go, Big Sears right here, so we got to step it up.
Back to throw. Jones. And his pass incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. you're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
No.
On 2nd and 15 now. Jones. That's complete to his tight end. Seals Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 21. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Jones throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
45 the mic, 45 the mic.
Stay with your man.
Check, check, check.
X3, 218, chopper.
45. Mike, 45. All right, T, let's check. All right,
And indeed, that's what they'll do as they run it here. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
Slam, slam.
6-6, pull it high. Check, 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 check.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Taking it about the 36. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time out, another touchdown. I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport. The roads will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth. And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Samson Abukum in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. You go, night.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going up top. And that is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Here comes the Rams punter now. And the way this offense is... And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool them. And the Cardinals will now take over with excellent field position.
On the double.
45, check Mike 45. It's been a long day for you.
Now.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Jadeveon Clowney showing the explosiveness on the sack.
It's 2nd down.
Kill.
Hey, Haywood.
45, Mike, 45. Man, that's trash.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Jones, he'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
He's coming. We got double up.
Hey, Foxtrot. Get it.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
Don't get nervous.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And this is going to be incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs.
Buddy up.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will.
And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, LA! A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Let's go! Let's go!
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down,
caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run it with James. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. On 4th down, Jones. It's hauled in by Hardy. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 18 on that one, and the Cardinals have a first down.
18 on the play. First down, Arizona.
On first down, Jones. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've converted just twice and have had plenty of opportunities. This is 3rd and 10.
General West. Get it ready.
Here's James. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. Now Jones throwing on 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. Jones now. Off play action. Steps up, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This one winding toward a conclusion, and how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid, still pitching a shutout.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Cardinals unable to convert there on fourth down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting him out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down.
And they just had another big completion there. And I think in days gone by in the NFL, you might have asked, is this a little bit of overkill? Is this rubbing it in? I don't think people feel the same way nowadays.
The age-old argument. Then you could say on the other side, if you're going to get angry about it, stop it, right?
Go ahead and stop me. And I think a lot of the times they just look at...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. He'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. But the passing game right now for them, not overly impressive. Last week he hit on right at 50%. This week he's under 50%.
And it's not just on him. Protection, a few breakdowns along the way. That's made him get off the spot. Receivers not getting their way open downfield. The coverage has been awfully tight. They've got to all get together and find ways to make this passing game get in gear.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. Yeah, man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. They go play action here on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. He's got daylight. The 40, the 30, 20, 10, 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. A big play there for L.A. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays. Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 6 yards away as his guys continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more.
Rams 56, Cardinals 7.
And the Cardinals hands team able to secure the football. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touch it.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's
Go on, go on.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Hey, Echo.
Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. It's Hardy. And he gets it down to the 32.
60 Pittsburgh.
14-yard
Switch.
Protein, Phil, Bravo. Shoot.
Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Cliff Kingsbury, part of that new breed of head coaches, and his guys are going to go for it. On 4th down, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over. It's nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop us. They cannot hold us down. We're going to keep getting sacks.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Well, Charles, it's one thing